Hello and welcome to our very special Unittus Business Opportunity webcast. My name is Craig Watton and it's my pleasure to be your host. I'm from Sydney, Australia, and I'd particularly like to welcome everybody on this webcast. There is literally piles of people that are jumping onto this webcast from all around the world. I'd like to particularly welcome those in the United States, across Europe, Asia, right across Australia and New Zealand, and from whatever country that you are in, a very special good morning, good evening to you right across the world. With me on this webcast is Mark Vinciletti, the chairman of Unittus, and also the founder, CEO, creator, and my very good friend, Mr. John Anthony Astor. So once again, we'd like to welcome you to this very special Unittus webcast, and now cross live to the United States, to Mr. John Anthony Astor, the founder and creator of Unittus.
Well, thank you, Craig. It is very exciting to be here this evening. I'll tell you, we are in such a hotbed in terms of the industry that we're in. If we don't watch the news releases every single day, we miss something. There isn't a day that goes by that you can't hear on the news at all times something about social networks, something about the internet, something about what's going on in technology. And we've got some information that we're going to share tonight, which literally just came out about 6 hours ago, and it is absolutely a validation of why each and every one of us are on this call. So with myself, I have my good friend and partner, Mr. Mark Vinciletti, who's the president of Unittus. Mark, just how are you doing this evening, my friend?
Doing terrific, John. I'm kind of excited about what we're doing tonight as well.
Oh, that's terrific. So, folks, what we're going to do is we're going to go through a lot of information because we have on the call tonight, we have Uniters, which we affectionately call those who enjoy our social search and network that we have. We also have our international social advisors on the call this evening, and those are folks that are helping us diligently spread the word throughout the world, and we're going to talk a little bit about how well they're doing in the world. And we have quite a few guests on the call tonight, so we want to welcome especially the guests that are hearing information and learning about Unittus for the first time. We welcome you. We appreciate you being with us tonight. We value your time, and so we want to make sure that when you leave tonight you have a little bit more information not only about Unittus but about things that might be interesting that can affect your life in a positive way. So with that, gentlemen, and Craig, my good friend, thank you so much for being a part of this, and we'll certainly bring you in with some of the questions and answers in the rear of the presentation depending on what types of questions we have, and I do appreciate you very much. So with that, we're going to talk this evening about the Unittus company and about the business opportunity that we'd like to present tonight. So going into that, let's talk a little bit about the world. You know, the world is changing, and it's changing extremely fast. I think everybody on this call, this is a testimony. What we're doing this evening, ladies and gentlemen, we couldn't have done about 10 years ago. It was really only for the very high, large global concerns and businesses. Now we have a group of people from around the world that are just gathering tonight effortlessly, and hopefully the quality of the sound and the visual presentation is legible. So we know that the world is changing fast. It's changing in terms of population. So with the population comes really challenges for our world, but also becomes significant opportunity for those who can take advantage of it. What we're here to talk about tonight is very much affected by the faster and easier and most cost-effective communications boom that we've ever experienced in the history of our globe. We all don't even have to talk about the wireless phenomena, about the internet, about iPads and iPhones and droids and everything else. I mean, the processor is getting faster, getting smaller, and it's allowing us all to interact and do things which literally 20, 30 years ago honestly didn't exist. So just think about that. So, and that's a lot of what's depicted of what we're about to talk about this evening, and how we are positioning Unittus to really take advantage of it, and with benefiting coming directly into your hands. So internet connectivity and computer access. Wow. You know, this little-born internet phenomena, it really became commercialized in around 1995, 94, 96-ish, even though the technology had been out probably about 5 years earlier and privatized in U.S. government. But we all started to embrace it in the mid to late 90s, and look where we are today. 2.3 billion people, that's with a B, ladies and gentlemen, have internet connectivity. And they have some type of computer access and computer literacy. So what does that mean? It means we have an amazing audience to deal with. And really what Unittus is about, as we're going to talk a little bit more in detail, is it's a convergence of $1 trillion annual turnover of business within multiple megatrends of the 21st century, and we are absolutely in the dead center of all of it. So how do you position yourself for success in life? Well, is your current career path meeting your prosperity goals? I think people that have achieved in life, they always sort of have goals that they've set. They reappraise their goals and they take a look at where they've been, where they're going, and it's kind of a constant evaluation in your life. So I think everybody on this call has greater goals than they're currently achieving, and that's why they're here working. That's why they're here learning. They're getting educated. They're really in the bleeding edge. I congratulate each and every one of you, because you are going to be exposed to something that almost the entire world doesn't even know about yet. And that's an exciting place to be. Is your income source enabling you to build wealth right now? The only way that one can build wealth, unless they either win a lottery or they have inheritance, is by leveraging. They have to either leverage their time, they have to leverage their mind or their intellectual property, or they have to leverage their money if they have any. And if you look at all the people that have built wealth in their life, they've built it with utilizing at least one or many of those facets. And we're here to talk about building wealth. How about your lifestyle? Is it balanced? Do you feel that your legacy is in check based on your path now? These are all things that are critically aligned with the Unittus opportunity and the Unittus company in general. And now if you just look at your overall life, if we're doing a life checkup, we'll call it, how are you feeling? Are you feeling fulfilled right now with your social, career, or leisure life right now, tonight? And so what do we mean by that? Well, if you really sit back and look, every single thing in your life, for the most part, starts and ends with an interaction with a human being. You can't have a social life, you can't have a personal life, you can't really have a marriage without somebody. You can't really do too much in business. Even if you work alone, you have to provide a product or service or an interaction with other human beings to produce work. Even if you're an artist and you produce beautiful paintings, you have to be able to sell them. So you have to interact with people in terms of your career. How about your leisure life? There are some single leisure activities out there in the world, but for the most part, even playing chess, you need two people ideally, unless you play against a computer. So when you really step back, the most important aspect of anyone's life, regardless of their interest, needs, or desires for abundance, it starts and stops with the connectivity of additional human beings. And we call it empowering the human spirit, because everyone has a different spirit, everyone has a different definition of empowerment, but we all have to be connected to human beings to do so. Unittus is a very defined name just by that alone. We are all about uniting people throughout the world, bringing down the barriers, bringing down many technology advancements, and helping each and every one of us unite with people around the world. So let's talk about Unittus. I'd like to formally introduce Unittus to you, because a lot of people on this call have never heard of Unittus until tonight. Even the ones that have heard about it have not heard about it for very long, have you all? In conceptual development for over 2 years, and there was a lot of convergence going on with several different industries that we were starting to gravitate to and focus. Our international headquarters are based in Sarasota, Florida, USA, even though we are a global company. We were founded actually in 2011. We actually globally launched January 11th, 2012. So that's not 2011, folks. That's just over 3 weeks ago. We announced the name of our company in, January 9th, which would have been a Monday. So, again, what's today's date? How many days is that? Well, let's put it this way. We won't be at a full month until approximately the 11th of this month. So we still got a few days left. So let's talk about what's taking place. We're a very cause-based mission. From day one, you can go to the Unittus.com. I won't bore you with all the details because we'll have a lot more important things right at the moment to talk about. You can learn about our mission statement. You can learn about our charitable philosophies. You can learn about our brand commitment to you. This is going to be a global company, ladies and gentlemen. This will be a top 200 company in the next 3 years. So if you want to grab a hold of something that's got a very substantial future, just continue to listen, watch, and really make some notes for your hard questions you'd love to ask us. So what's happened in the last 30 days? Well, we have exploded into the marketplace instantly, and we're just in under 100 countries. Our goal before we launched was to be in 100 countries with Uniters, with people participating in our platform within the first 30 days. Would you all say that that's a lofty goal? Would you say that that's an insane goal? Well, I'm here to tell you it is probably both in realism, but the timing is right, the business model is right, the company behind it is right. We are building the people's company. So if you see on every slide, our major mission statement is, and I'm going to read it to you now so you really understand this. Unittus has been founded by people, developed globally by people. Each and every one of you on this call has the right and opportunity to help us build this company around the world for the enrichment, generosity, and lifestyle improvement of the people and our planet. Ladies and gentlemen, that defines Unittus as to what we were conceived to be, do, and what we're currently doing. So in the first 21 days, we're in just under 100 countries. We are building Uniters in each of these countries. We're seeing growth on a daily basis. We have over 10,000, I think it's closer to maybe 14,000 index pages in Google today. Does anyone have ever heard of such amazing facts in 21 days? And guess what? These are not sponsored pages by Unittus Corporation. These, we may have 100 pages that are corporate pages indexed in the internet today. These are all the hard-working, passionate, and believing international social advisors that are not only on this call this evening, but throughout the world. They're saying, wait a minute, I'm standing up to my future. I'm standing up to an industry that needs a paradigm shift that will not only benefit others, will benefit me personally. There's literally videos being shot every day, and some of them are amazing. There's people on this call that I've seen that had videos up within 48 hours after the name was announced. And I appreciate that. We at Unittus appreciate that. We have thousands of people viewing videos. We have videos of songs. We have animation videos on Unittus. This is not corporate that's putting this out, ladies and gentlemen. These are excited people that they absolutely see the future in what Unittus is trying to accomplish. They are loving the integrity of this company. They're loving what we keep doing because we keep doing what we say we're going to do. This is not a typical company that comes to market with a business opportunity. I can assure you that. We've partnered with major global banks throughout the world. Let me explain what that means. From day one, we have been able to accept American Express, Visa, MasterCard, JCB, Diners Club, and Discovery. From day one, we have not had to work with any third-party processors. We are a direct processor with our banks. Okay? For those of you who've been in the network marketing industry or business opportunity industry, particularly online, this is something virtually nobody can say. And the reason why we can say it is because we're a quality company. We're building an enterprise company. Our partners love our concept. They understand and see the billion-dollar company in the making, and they're totally supportive of us. And they feel totally comfortable with what we're doing. At the same time, what's important is that for each and every one of you to get paid. And we know that that is a daunting challenge on a global basis. But you want to know something? We had that completely resolved at launch. And literally, within 1 week of launch, we made our first pay run, and it was flawless. There was no errors. There was nobody that didn't get paid. There were a lot of people that were overly excited, but there was nobody that didn't get paid that was supposed to get paid. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen, I can hear that I'm very proud of our staff. And Mark, I know you'll agree with me, is that we have already made 3 successful pay period weekly paychecks. Would you all like to get on a weekly paycheck and ride with us? We would love to be paying you every Friday. We call it a You Pay party every Friday at 9 o'clock Eastern on our U World community, and we would love for you to join us. Just join us and watch what happens. It's the kind of business that makes sense. It's real. You'll find your income going up every single month. This is not something that we hype up with lots of big dollars and lots of floating of all sorts of things. We're trying very hard to build a quality organization, an amazing culture of people that has staying power, stability, and longevity, and that's ultimately what each and every one of you want. So what is Unittus? It's merging the hundreds of billions of dollar epic trends of the 21st century all into one opportunity, one business model, one concept at one point in time today. We're merging the internet, the technology, the computers of where we are in terms of bleeding edge today. The translations, we're going to be talking so much more about that over the next months and years ahead because we've created translation telepathy that is first in space, that nobody has at any price, at any size of company. We've brought that to you so you can enjoy it. You can break down the barriers. It can be another selling tool, another business tool if you have other businesses. We currently have just under 30 languages that are fully integrated in our platform on every single page. You have the ability to go into our instant messaging. You have the ability to be talking to people in their native tongue if you speak English. It really doesn't matter. And when you get back that communication from them, it will be in your language of choice, and at the same time, it will share with you the language and how it was originally prescribed or described through the instant messaging. And we have a lot more things that are going to have to do with our email or UMail system to help with translation to reduce that barrier. How many of you have not been able to get something done because there was a language barrier in your lifetime? Now, people that have never done international business, maybe not. People that have, absolutely so. But here's what Unittus is doing. We're allowing the individual, just the normal person in this world, to have an oyster of the world at their fingertips and just a click away. And as you learn more about our U-World community, as you see our platform continue to grow and develop and come up with more tools and functionality over time, you'll be amazed at how big this world is and how small it has become to be able to interact with it. And that's what we're doing. We are a digital delivery platform. What that simply means that anything that is developed by technology, anything that is given to the human being by digital delivery is fair game for Unittus. Now, what does that mean? Well, it means that any platform that's out there, we can bring into the Unittus. We've had already multiple unsolicited corporations and individuals come to us and say, I have a beautiful widget, a technology that would fit right into your methodology and the culture that you're building, and it can be delivered right to your platform. This is powerful, folks, because what this means is more opportunity for you, more compensation for you, a more powerful way to build an amazing search and social network. So all digital delivery is fair game for Unittus. And guess what? We don't even know the technology that we'll be incorporating into our platform 5 years from now because it hasn't even been built yet. Technology is changing on a 30-day basis. And we're going to be in the forefront of not only being a part of that, but we're going to be able to bring it to you faster, better, and cheaper than anybody else on the planet. There's been a significant change in social behavior. That's why we're all here today. We're all here because of that change. The social network of life has changed. Many people on this call, I know some of the people on this call I've never met personally, but I consider them personal friends. How amazing is that, to become intimate with people that you've never met? Well, I'm here to tell you that I started an international business 25 years ago with the invention of the fax machine. And I saw that the barriers to connectivity and communications was getting easier, faster, cheaper, which meant that you could do business thousands of miles away just as effectively as you could in your own office. So today, 25 years later, I'm more excited than I've ever been in my entire career. And that's what drawn us to build Unittus for you, is to give this type of opportunity to just every single human being out there. The last piece that we've merged together in this trending opportunity with Unittus is the flexible individual home-based and direct selling on and offline business opportunity to enable you to create wealth. Wealth not only just by your pocketbook, but wealth in education, wealth in experiences, wealth in enrichment. I can assure you that wealth goes far, far greater than the almighty dollar. And when you really feel that, experience that, and understand that, your life will go to a place that it's never been. Your appreciation and empowerment will go to a place that you maybe never experienced. And some of you, I'm sure, have. So what is this product? What is this universal product and opportunity? The appeal of this, the need and the benefit with no barriers. Unittus is the first open search and social network of the world. We're going to be talking a lot about this because, honestly, it's a complete paradigm shift in what each and every one of you are doing right now with social networks, because social networks all kind of work and form at the same time, in the same way. And we're going to be really showing you the difference between them all. You have a social life, a personal life. Well, with Unittus, you can be found or find anybody having to do with the social life. You can find like-minded people, whether you want to socialize outside the dating arena, or if you're single and you want to date, you can find, just like a dating site, ours works the same way. It's much faster and much more efficient. You get to know someone so much better because we have over 400 data points if you are to fill out your entire profile, which again, of course, is optional. It's up to the individual and what they want to share with the world. In terms of your career or business, this is where it gets really fun, because we really have masterminded a philosophy and a concept that it really doesn't matter what your career status is. It doesn't matter what you need in your career or your business. You can find what you need, or people can find you. So if you want to use Unittus to promote your business, then you have the ability to do so. If you want to promote your skill, you have the ability to do this. You want to promote that you're unemployed and you're looking for a job, you have the ability to do it. For a business owner, if you're looking for prospects, you have the ability to do it. You have the ability to absolutely find the most smallest needle in a haystack if that's your need for your business. And that's powerful. And can you imagine offering that to the world of business people, of business owners, for anywhere from a $10 to $75 a month flat fee? Well, if anybody's been in business, you know that that won't even buy you a lead. That'll buy you a few cost per click, CPCs in the world, that just guarantee getting an eyeball to your website, but those aren't prospects until you engage them, are they? How about your leisure time? This is what we call your bucket list, your why time. This is the things that basically you make connections, you have the opportunity, and you can find like-minded people with the same passions or desires. We have the most extensive personal you profile postings online. Your you search, or what we call you surfing capabilities to find like-minded people in the world, is extensive, and it's growing every day. You can jump into the you world community right now, and you will find people in all sorts of different categories. So what's really going on in social networking today? Here's the challenges that we see that are coming about, and it's really changing on a daily basis. We see social networking is I hate to use this word, but I don't know any other word. It's almost addictive. We see that no matter where we go, people are staying connected. They feel a sense to be connected. They're using their phones, their computers, their iPads, what have you. But really, when you get down to it, we see tremendous amount of activity. But the question is how much productivity is there? How much benefit is there directly that's affecting your pocketbook, that's enriching your experience and your education? Certainly very entertaining, no doubt about that. So, what is that? What about, right now it's a way that friends can communicate. Friends and communications are all public. So, I don't know. I mean, I've seen a lot of comments that I've been embarrassed to read on social networks. And I'm just saddened to see people put such private information for the public to view. It hurts me because I don't think it's really in their best interest. So, the current social networks are designed to help you make contact with those you already know. for the most part, multiple platforms required to support social, career, and leisure. We already know that. There's Facebook, there's LinkedIn, there's BNIs, there's dating sites, Match.com. I mean, if you're a full socialite, so to speak, you're going to be interacting with all of those, aren't you? Can you imagine having one place that interacts all of those aspects of your life? So you're on these platforms. Some are paid subscription models, and a lot of them are free. But let's face it, your data is being monetized by corporations, aren't they? Does anybody know about what Facebook is just in the process of doing right now? Who can tell me right now around the world what is Facebook preparing to do? Yeah, I see. Okay, some of you definitely know. That's quick. We've got a lot of very fast typists out there. They are setting up an IPO, initial public offering in the US of A. They're estimating it to be from 80 to $100 billion. They feel that after they support their infrastructure, pay off all those initial investors, billions of dollars of profit, they'll still have $10 billion of a war chest to go out and either build new technology, acquire companies, what have you. So let me just ask you a simple question. Did each and every one of you have something to do with contributing to the value of that company? If you have a Facebook account, if you put up one picture, you've striked one like. How about that? Yeah, I can't use profanity on here, but I agree with you. What's your take on that, ladies and gentlemen? The next time you're on Facebook, the next time you're on LinkedIn, next time you're on Match.com, eHarmony, Christian Mingle, Zook.com, what's your take, folks? What's your take? We think there's a take. We're changing that as we speak. People are coming into Unittus as we speak, or filling out profiles, or getting into the business, and are sharing. We think that you should be a part of this company. We think we should build a company with you in mind, and it is the people's company. Watch us do this. What's the market potential today of what we're talking about? It's inconceivable. It's inconceivable. 2.3 billion people connected around the world today. If 99% of those people say no to you and me and everyone else in Unittus, sadly, we will only end up with about 2.3 million people on Unittus. Do you think we can do some great things with 2.3 million people harmonizing, focused on positivity, doing great things in the world, connecting, enriching each other's life? I'm here to tell you it's already happening. We don't have 2.3 million people quite yet, but it's already happening within 3 weeks. There's 15 social networks today that have over 100 million subscribers. If anybody on this call doesn't understand the magnitude of this and the potential of this, it is almost beyond belief. But you can't think about what's going on in your community. You can't just think about, well, I know a few people. The folks that gravitate to this and say, I need to get to those 2.3 million people as fast as possible, are the ones that is going to invoke change in Unittus and are going to change and life alter their world forever. The average user spends 50 minutes a day on social networks today. The average user has 120 friends. None get paid to socialize until now with Unittus. So how do I get involved with Unittus today? Well, it's really simple. We've created a no barrier to entry for anybody on this call. Every single person who's at an age of majority in their country or 18 years of age can get involved in Unittus right now as we speak. You just need to get with the person who shared this information or invited you to this presentation tonight and say, how do I get started? You just become a uniter. Isn't that a wonderful thing to say you're a uniter? You're trying to unite goodness around the world, do positive things. And I assure you it's already happening. We're seeing people that didn't have jobs, get offered support. You know, you all heard the phrase, pay it forward. Believe me, the more you give in life, the better you feel and the richer you become. And I know there's a lot of people on this call that absolutely appreciate and understand and embrace that. All you do is fill out your profile about you. It is public domain, so you put what you're comfortable sharing with the world. But I will tell you this, the more you let the world know, the more the world's going to connect with you. And then simply just start you surfing. Just find like-minded people. It's fun. It's a hoot. When you got nothing better to do, just go find some people to talk to. And you don't think it's fun? Try it. Try it. You know, if you're a dog lover, if you're a cat lover, if you love a particular country, you don't speak their language, go find someone in that country. Just give them a quick email and says, hey, do you speak English? Because I'd love to learn your language. And you'll be amazed at what people do. The benefits are endless, regardless of who you are, what you do, what your needs are, and what you can offer the world. We have a world-class business opportunity for you. Each and every one of you has probably had jobs. You may have had your own online business. You may have bought a franchise. Doesn't matter. I know everyone on this call most likely is an entrepreneur or wants to be an entrepreneur, and that's why they're here tonight. We're going to only talk about two of our offers to get started in our business. Basically, our first one is a U-Free package, which is really simple. It's exactly that. We offer you a way to start a real global business with no money down. I'll say it again, no money down. We have construction and opportunity for people to get involved in this company, not spend any money, and make money, and I'll share with you how. Of course, there's a hook, there's a catch. You know, let's just be honest, nothing sounds too good can be that good. So what happens with the U-Free is that the first two people you share Unittus with that come in on a paid subscription, you lose those two people forever. They go to your upline enroller as a way to say thank you for introducing me, thank you for supporting me. You do not make any commissions on those two individuals. And at that moment in time, you now become a qualified advisor, and what you do from that point forward, you have the ability to earn commissions on. You can absolutely earn money in this company, never spend a nickel into this company for 6 months. We're giving you a free ride for 6 months, and we cannot wait to hear about the success stories that people that only had a dream and didn't have a dollar. And with Unittus, not only did they start to fulfill their dream, all of a sudden they're getting weekly income from a company that they didn't put any money into investment-wise or capitalization of their new business-wise, and they're earning money every week. And we can't wait to see that happening. It's already beginning just 3 short weeks into this. Our U-Pro is basically our fast start program. It's for people that are interested in immediate income, immediate opening up of many facets of the compensation plan. So let me share how we set this up to be so successful for you. Is with the U-Pro package, you get your first 2 months of our top tier U-Discovery featured subscription as part of the package. So that means you don't have to worry about making any decisions, making any other cost investments, paying in any more dollars. There's no fine print. I'm going to show you how easy this is. You have unlimited UWorld community search and connects. So while you're getting used to the system, while you're starting your business, you don't have to burden any more about beyond your initial capitalization or investment. You can just start really focusing on getting to know Unittus as a company, the products that we offer, and the opportunity and working within the organization. At the same time, the true value of this is our platform, is our search and social network. And you'll be able to start making connection for whatever your needs are. You get your first 6 months of our U Business Center included for free. This is our best value. This is where we're not only packing in the most for the least amount of investment, we're also including a way to maximize your earning potential day one. So maximize your pay plan from day one. It fully qualifies you for your 60 sales volume requirement. You can earn money today. No training required. I'm going to show you. We're going to do a 1-minute training for you on Unittus today. Don't complicate this. Just go out, have fun, get to know people, do some U-searching, U-surfing, and just share with the world what you've learned. We have a fully integrated U-Wallet, which is the same as an electronic wallet that a banking institution would offer you. That's all part of your cost, and it's all built into our system for you. We also include a Unittus Virtual Diamond Debit MasterCard. That's part of your package. From day one, as soon as you qualify for a commission, that you've earned a commission, we want to pay you that commission so that you can activate your debit card, MasterCard, anywhere in the world, and basically get paid your commission on that. We do weekly payouts of bonus earnings worldwide, and we have for the last 3 weeks, and our fourth one will be this Friday. And it's absolutely amazing that we love Fridays. We love giving out checks every Friday. We love pushing money into those U-wallets and seeing people change their lives every single week. So you can treat this like a job. You can treat this like an opportunity. It doesn't matter. If you invest 10 hours a week, you'll get 10 hours in return of wages that are compounding and growing every single month and every single week for those that are really out there working it. So what is your U earning potential? Starting as a U Pro subscriber, you'll earn 25 USDs for every new U Pro subscriber that you bring into your U team with Unittus. That's very simple. Those $25 bills add up really, really quickly. And we all know for 80% of our world that if you offer someone an additional $25 a week in income, you will change the dynamics of that human being's lives, won't you? You offer 80% of the world an extra $100 a month, and you will change their world. So let's get our arms around this, folks. This is not, a specialty product that's expensive. This is not one that has high complexity of figuring out what it does and how it works for me. This is not one that really any explanation needs. It's a simple, simple business because all you do is what you're already doing now. You also, and that's one of our 11 bonuses, another one of our 11 bonus structures, all independent bonuses, is there's an override opportunity for $5 to $10, 4 levels down on what your team does as they are making and selling and offering and sharing the U Pro opportunity with people around the world. But these are just two. These are just 2 of 11 bonuses independent of each other that is within our pay plan. We've had people crack 7 of the 11 bonus lines in their first week of business. Now the last couple you had, those really only open up when you've built your organization and it's starting to mature. But I can assure you, you can make a full-time living on those 7 that you can crack very quickly. You recoup your startup cost in 1 to 60 days, and now you're in total profit mode. We've had people come in as a U Pro package person and literally make their money back in 60 seconds to 2 minutes. Now that's not to intimidate or impress you, it's just to share with you the magnitude of what we're talking about. If each and any one of you have ever built a business, if you look at franchise as a rule of thumb, I'm going to share with the franchises of the world, this defines a successful franchise. A successful franchise, the expectation is that you will get a good interest rate return on your investment, and by your 3rd year of business, you're making what's called a management salary after 3 years. And we're talking about franchises that typically run, if they're on an off-site location, startup costs from $150,000 to millions of dollars for the privilege of business ownership. And you want to know what else? 90% of them have a prospect radius of less than 5 miles from where the place of business is. Is anyone getting excited? For $149, you have no exclusivity. You can put seats in countries that we don't even have one person in. Can you imagine being the person that opened up a country in your own online, offline business for $149? You can't even buy internet connectivity or a phone system to start your business for the same amount of money. And we have given you a complete turnkey opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. So, I promised 1 minute of training, and we're going to do that, and then we're going to start to open up the floors, and I appreciate the time we spent tonight. So here's your 2 minutes of training, folks. Get your pad and pencils out. Get your recorders on and your videos. Let me show you how hard this is. And here's what it is. You become a U-Pro active advisor tonight, and this is all you got to do. This is your first assignment. No training allowed. We call it our Instant Impact Income U training. And we simply ask you this question: how many contacts do you have on your email account right now? The answers vary tremendously. The average person, I don't even know. I haven't looked that up. I haven't found it readily. But I do know people personally that have from 50 to 100. I'd say the largest that I've met in my lifetime is maybe 32 million email addresses that they have at least a opt-in relationship with that they can communicate with. So let's just all agree it's somewhere from 50 to 32 million, okay? How about how many contacts do you have in your cell phone? This is going to blow you away because now we're starting to ask that question to people when we have sessions where there's more one-on-one conversations. So the reality is this. It's probably an average of 50 to 100. Who knows? You all can look at your phone. If you want to start piping in some numbers, I'd like to see them. How many contacts do you have in your cell phone right now? Let's see what you got. Let's see. I want to see who's impressive out there. If you know how to use the little text chat, just dial in. Give us a number. I want to see because what I'm about to tell you is going to be hilarious. It's okay. I see some numbers coming in here, 50, 100, whatever. Good. Come on. I'm looking for some big dogs. 125. Not bad. Not bad. 150. Come on. Do I hear 175? Do I hear 200? Come on. I know there's some power wireless out there. Well, let me tell you this. We were doing a conversation with some folks in the USA. Whoa! There's 1 in 1,000. All right. And this is no lie. A little girl got very excited, and we were kind of like, what? Well, okay, what are you all excited about? We were going through the same kind of information. She said, I have over 6,100 contacts on my phone. And we just didn't believe it, but unfortunately, or fortunately for her and for Unittus, she was absolutely correct. 6,100 people on her phone, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get busy. So let me ask you this. How many friends do you have on your social network? Let's see who the big dog is out there. Let's see some numbers. As I tell you who the largest is. Who's got the big numbers on their social networks, their LinkedIn platform, their Facebook? Come on, let's see some numbers, folks. Let's get impressive out here. Let's see what you're going to do tonight. Well, the average in our world is about 125 to about 150 people. Do you have any idea who has the most social? Whoa, I've seen 900,000, 770s. Fantastic. Fantastic. Those are exciting numbers because you have no idea what they're in store for what's going to happen in your world of Unittus. The largest friendster in social networks has 42 million friends. Let's see if anybody knows who that person is. Anybody know who that is? Going once, going twice, anybody know? I didn't know. It was actually an expert in social media that shared that information with me because, oh my God, who said that? Oh, you smarty. All right, we did get one correct answer in Unittus Jeopardy. It's Lady Gaga, 42 million friends. Can you only imagine that? How did any of you guys know her by any chance? Would you think that would be life-altering for Unittus and you and everyone else that what we're trying to do? Trying to just give you the big picture. It can start with 100 friends. So now you can see there's our 2-minute training for Unittus. It's all you got to do is just share with the people that you are already doing. Just do exactly what you're doing and just do it now while you're having fun doing it. So let's get busy, folks. Let's you sharing with the world, and you can simply say to people, I get paid to socialize, do you? And that's what it's all about. Becoming a Unittus celebrity. We appreciate that. Absolutely. And by the way, if you haven't seen it yet, please visit shopunitus.com. And yes, we are promoting it. And no, we're not making any money on it, whether you believe us or not. We're actually carrying a loss on our shop every month because it's important to us to give you tools to help build a culture that you believe in. And let me share something with you. You wear a Unittus hat, you wear a Unittus shirt, and for you beautiful women out there, you wear the bling bling shirt. It's absolutely gorgeous rhinestones with our gorgeous logo. I guarantee you that anybody that has, a little bit of, I don't know, outward personalities, they're going to ask you, what is this Unittus? What is that Unittus, or you need us, as they say? And it's just a great entree to be a magnetic sponsor in the world, but at the same time, it's a company that you can be proud to share with your friends, you can share with your family, because nobody's left behind and nobody gets hurt with Unittus. We have positioned an amazing company, amazing product offering for each and every one of you tonight. So with that, I just want to say welcome to Unittus, each and every one of you around the world. We appreciate you being here tonight. We appreciate you looking at Unittus. We embrace however Unittus works for your life. You can be just a uniter and enjoy the social activity of finding really special people, because I will tell you this, amazing people are attracting to Unittus because it is pure and it's honorable and it's with a common cause of positivity in the world. And I assure you, you reach out, you do a UTAP, you do a UMail, you introduce yourself to anybody on Unittus, you will get common response. It is a culture that we're already seeing take place. And for those of you that are seeing this as a business opportunity, we embrace that, we support it. So whatever it is, we appreciate you for being here tonight. With that, Mark, I'm going to just open up the lines. And please, if you've got some questions, we've got Mark on the line. I think we've got Craig on the line. He's been a gracious host from Sydney, Australia. And Mark and I are in the US of A. Please, whoa, we just got someone that has just told us that they have 4,600 contacts. So not bad, but you're running the tall second. We appreciate that. And that's exciting, because all you got to do is just with 2 clicks send them a little message like, hey, I get paid to socialize. Do you? Give them your web address and have fun. Let the rest just happen. We've got some exciting announcements that are coming up to this week. And yeah, if you could just key in your questions, we'll start taking a look at them. We're starting to see them come in. We'll try to start answering ones that are very similar, where people have things. Yes, can we invite guests to this presentation for tomorrow night? Absolutely, California. We want you to rock the house. Okay, we can go up as many seats as you can fill. I mean, we have had some filled out presentations, but we're trying to manage our growth. So absolutely, give them the link. You can send it out to 1,000 people, 500 people, whatever you want. We'll try to accommodate. We are currently on schedule this week to do a 3 p.m. and a 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so we try to balance around the world presentations. I mean, if we had the staff, I would love to do 4 presentations a day, every 3 hours or 12 hours or whatever. But absolutely, just look for your links. And not only that, it's on a repetitive rotation, so you let them know that if they can't come tomorrow night, just pick a different date on the calendar, whether it be 3 or 9 o'clock, and they can register for whatever date or time is convenient. They'll get a reminder notification 1 day before, and then I think 1 hour before the presentation. So we expect and hope that you all pack the house. We've got great stuff going on here. We'll have a lot more people involved in the presentations. How about other questions? I'm starting to read through this. Okay, is there a question about a payment? Is there a one-time, a yearly subscription opportunity? Right now, we just do it on a monthly basis. There has been discussion about that, and we'll probably be adding that again. Only 3 weeks old. And here's the beautiful thing, is that this company is basically your company. So let us know what you want, and we'll support that. So if you tell us it's more convenient if you just pay 6 months in advance or a year in advance, and we find a way to try to find a discounting opportunity for you, then we'll bring it to the table. But right now, we didn't want to do anything that was intimidating to anybody. We wanted to do things very soft, very responsibly. So at this time, we just have an upfront cost for the first month, and for people getting into business, they pay on a biannual basis their U-Wallet subscription. It only comes to $4 a month, which we know other people in the network marketing industry charge up to $29 a month for less than we're already offering. So, okay, are the webinars going to be the same time every day? Well, we're going to be making modifications on a weekly basis. This week we are set for 3 p.m. and 9 p.m. If you all have any questions or desires in terms of scheduling time, comments, feedback, accolades, offered ideas of what we can do, if you could just absolutely send those 24/7 to feedback@unitus.com. So we'd love to hear from you. If we get a lot of people saying, hey, what's convenient is midnight Eastern Standard Time, we will absolutely make sure that we're going to be presenting at midnight. We are 100% committed to your future and your success with Unittus. So let's see, I'm looking some of these other questions. Okay, if someone joins the business for free, if they join Unittus for free but they don't do the business, that's absolutely fine. They become basically a you-free Uniter. And what they would do is they'd have access to some of the features and benefits, and some of the features and benefits they wouldn't, that are only available for paid. If you look at any of the other paid models in the world of subscription-based opportunities, we run ours very similarly. Now, there is one unique exception, and I really hope that a lot of people on this call can gravitate to this, is this. In the dating world, let's just all agree that there's 100 million people on dating subscription sites today. It actually is a larger number, but let's just say 100 million. Would everybody agree with that? Well, there's one thing that's very consistent about the major dating sites, and it's this. You can sign up for free, you can put your profile for free, but you can't talk to anybody, can you? The only way you can communicate with someone, that you can email someone, that you can look at who's looking at your profile someone, is if you pay in up front. Would we all agree with that? Well, guess what? When we looked at that model, we said, well, that's not quite right because, they're giving us something for free. We need to give them a little bit more for free. And that's exactly what we did. With Unittus, what you'll see if you get into the platform is that you basically will see that we have this thing called U-tokens. U-tokens is going to be our own commerce within Unittus. Now, we offer a certain amount of prepayment U-tokens for every free member, but it has a finite bank, so to speak. So when we end or expire that U-free person will have the ability to make connections while they have this little bank of U-tokens. Every time they make a connection, we take a U-token away from them. So at the end of the day, you will basically have the option when you run out of your initial U-token bank deposits that you can either buy more U-tokens and just be a la carte, or you can basically go into a monthly subscription where you have unlimited connectivity. We want to give as much flexibility in this platform so you as the user, you as the business partner for Unittus, you have so much flexibility in how to make this work for you. It does not have to be your primary source of income. It can be secondary, it can be third. You can promote your business on Unittus and do extremely well, as people are already doing. So, with that, I'm just looking for maybe one or two other questions. These are great questions. And again, we are going to be recording this. If you go to UTV on Unittus.com, you'll be able to see lots of recordings that can give you additional information. Right now, you want to get back with the person who brought you here tonight, talk about what would be best for you, get into Unittus. You can come in for free if you don't want to start the business. If you want to start making money this week, $149 gets you the UPro, opens up all the compensation to you, opens up all the features, and then watch what happens as you share this with the world. So with that, Mark, I know you haven't spoke much tonight, and sometimes I think we'll flip-flop. But Mark, anything that I've missed in the presentation before we let Craig wrap this up?
Well, I did see one question that I'd like to address come across. Somebody asked, can you make money from a free member signing up from a paid member? Folks, this is a really cool aspect of our business. In any other business, if there's no money that changes hands, there's really no way to make a profit from anyone that joins your organization. With Unittus, that is absolutely not true. Keep in mind, as John covered, the first two people that are paid that new person brings into the business, they roll up to you. So you have no idea who those people know. You absolutely want to bring in as many free people as you can, as well as people that want to go ahead and get started and start making money right away. So you give them the option, hey, do you want to get started and start making money immediately? Here's your option. If you want to get in for free, don't have the money right now, great, here, let's get you started here. in either case, as they start building their organization, you're going to benefit. So absolutely, and we have even more things that we haven't even covered yet about how you're going to be able to monetize those free people in the future. And the last thing that you want to have happen is for someone else to go and enroll them before you do. So that your goal is to get out and work the business as fast as you can. Get a hold of as many people as you can immediately. Get that blasted out on your Facebook, on your Twitter, every mechanism that you have to get out to people. You want them signed up under you because you will absolutely be able to monetize that as we go forward. So don't wait, and don't shy away from someone if they say, hey, I really like the idea, but I just don't have the money right now. Get them in. And you'll find out as we grow that it will certainly benefit you.
Absolutely, great point. The other point that I'm going to make to everyone tonight is that no, we haven't let all the cats out of the bag because for a lot of reasons, but we do have a long list of a 24-month build-out. But I will tell you this: you will monetize free members within your organization, as we call your U team. You can write that down because, as we said, if you took some notes, everything digitally delivered is fair game. So what does that mean? Not everything will be subscription based. Some things will be a la carte. Sometimes we'll offer things to the platform that anyone can just take advantage of on a one-off. But the one thing to remember, every time Unittus brings in revenue, a huge portion of that revenue will go into the genealogy and into the compensation plan and pay you directly. So those that bring in tens of thousands of view-frees, no, you're not going to make money today, but I will assure you that your weekly check in 2 years will be a burden to you. And you can quote me on that. It will be a burden to you. And why am I saying that? Because very simply, we are touching the surface is over $1 trillion a year in turnover revenue. Yeah, I agree. You understand what I'm saying? Over $1 trillion a year in turnover revenue in the industries that we are touching, that we are rubbing shoulders with, that we're migrating dollars from. We're coming out with better, faster, cheaper, and more logical ways for you and us to intertwine together to make this happen. So whatever you might think, $1 trillion means burdensome to each and every one of us. So please, for those who really have resonated with this, it makes sense to you, get busy. And if it takes more than 5 minutes to sign someone up, you have complicated Unittus. It's real simple. No barriers to entry, no losers, no one left behind. Everyone can help each other and watch what happens. With that, Craig, I'm going to just leave and give it back to you. I want to say God bless Unittus. God bless each and every one of you for being on the call tonight. And thank you. And Mark, thank you for your great commentary. And Craig, I appreciate your time, and we'll let you sign off.
Okay, thank you, John, and thank you, Mark. It's been an incredible webcast this evening or in the morning from wherever you are around the world. There's literally hundreds of people that have come onto this webcast. It's an incredibly exciting time for Unittus. This is a brand new company. It's only 3 weeks old. It's approaching its first month. Almost 100 countries within the first month. Thousands of people have joined Unittus, and we've seen an absolutely spectacular start to what is going to be one of the largest social media platforms and opportunities in the world. So with that, I'd just like to thank everybody that's been with us on the call. We look forward to uniting with you as we continue to integrate with all the different people around the world and meet profiles and new taps and new mails. We'll be literally going everywhere worldwide. And also we look forward to seeing so many people achieve their goals and their dreams through this incredible opportunity that John has put together. So with that, we look forward to being with you again with the webinars that are on this week. Take every opportunity to invite as many people as you can to these webinars and watch your business explode as we take Unittus to the world.
Thank you very much, all, and good night.